Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So today's video we are going to be talking about Vigor for the Nintendo Switch. So it's a free-to-play online loot shooter by Bohemia Interactive, and it became free-to-play for the Nintendo Switch a couple of days ago on the 24th of September, I believe. So I've been playing now for a couple of days and I'm really enjoying the game. So I'm going to do just a bit of a first impression and simple review for this game. So it's already out on the Xbox and it's being ported over to the PS4 and PS5 by the end of the year. So November for the PS4 and it says holiday 2020 for the PS5. So the game itself is set in a post-apocalyptic Norway, and the goal is to collect items to improve your shelter and obviously buy better weapons. So I've been playing the game as what I would class as a scavenger. So I've been trying to avoid confrontation as much as possible, aiming to try and collect as much loot as I possibly can, and then basically trying to find the best exit to avoid people. So trying to get as much reward without the risks as possible. And that's something I've been enjoying to play as that kind of player. But there are obviously lots of other ways you can play as well. I think the most fun I've kind of had is checking the map. So you get about 10 seconds before the game actually starts. It tells you your loading point, and then obviously you can see where you are on the map. So you can plan out what sort of areas you want to go and try and target. And then there might be a closer exit nearby, or you might be able to go to an exit further away but be able to collect more loot as you travel. So I've really enjoyed playing with the sniper rifle, and because of this, it's kind of reminded me a lot of the Sniper Elite games. So obviously similarities as well to maybe some of the early Metal Gear Solid games. But if you really enjoy Sniper Elite and you sort of want to play in the same style as me, then I would definitely recommend this game if you've enjoyed Sniper Elite. I think you'll really enjoy this as well. So obviously, like I say, I've been trying to avoid confrontation, sort of maybe goal orientated, trying to improve my shelter as much as possible without kind of losing all my loot. So obviously, if you get killed during the game, you lose all of the loot you've collected and any weapons that you've loaded out with. So that's obviously a risk that you have to kind of take. So obviously, if you wanted to, you could just select a machine gun and you could go out all out and just try and take out as many people as possible, but then also risking the fact that you might get killed and lose all the loot that you've collected throughout the level. It's obviously very different to other free-to-play battle royale games. So obviously, I think it is a breath of fresh air. It's something new to the Nintendo Switch, or it's new to kind of any people it's kind of maybe a little bit bored now of Fortnite or sort of Call of Duty, things like that. It's something a little bit different. You've still got obviously the third person shooter style, but you're now trying to collect loot rather than the sole aim of trying to take out and get as many kills as possible. So obviously, probably a couple of the negatives is it's obviously free to play, but there's options to buy new weapons and clothes and change your appearance. I haven't found any need to actually do any of that yet, so I think you could get away with really enjoying the game like I have without buying anything. But just be aware there's a lot of times where it does keep coming up about, do you want to buy the battle pass, do you want to buy extra crowns, things like that. So just be aware that it is obviously part of the game to try and sell you or get you to try and spend more money. I'd say overall, graphically, it's not particularly challenging on the Switch to run this game. It looks okay. It's not an awful game to look at graphically, but it does kind of let the game down a little bit. It's not quite so well made as it could be. it kind of, you do kind of lose some of the trees, the cars, or when you are using the sniper and you look through the scope, it doesn't look particularly neat and tidy. So maybe that's something they could try and tidy up later on in the game, possibly. But overall, it's a free to play online game, so I can't complain too much. The fact that it is free about the graphics, and hopefully they'll maybe improve that later on down the line. The other thing I noticed is because you're having to constantly be online, it is a bit of a battery drain for the Switch. So just bear that in mind if you're out and about or you're playing on Wi-Fi at a cafe or somewhere like that or on the train, it's going to drain your battery pretty quickly. So just be aware of that when you are playing the game. So that does hinder, obviously, having it as a portable game, how much battery it uses. But overall, I really enjoyed the game. I do think it is well made. There's a few areas I'd like them to try and improve, which obviously is the graphics area. But overall, really enjoying this game. I think I'm going to put lots more hours into the game. If you've enjoyed Sniper Elite or you like Metal Gear Solid, then I think you'd really enjoy this game as well. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help the channel to grow. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.